Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the White Album 2 mini after story. We are currently reading through Kazusa's Route, and this is the finale, part 2 of chapter 5. So, on the last episode, it was New Year's Eve, and still continues to be, and Kazusa and Haruki have decided to explore the old high school. Even though the high school is closed right now and it's New Year's Eve, they've gone into the old music room and Kazusa has agreed to play piano for Haruki. Let's continue on. Hey, Kazusa? When did you figure out that I was the one playing guitar next door? I don't remember anything that far back. The piano that 8 years ago guided my clumsy guitar playing, guided our amateur band, guided us to success in the school festival concert. And that night, after the show was finished, the piano that rang out even as Kazusa and I had that slight brush with one another, and when we had our disagreements. Were you playing along because it was me playing the guitar? Or did you poke your nose in with other people as well? I told you I don't remember. And I don't really care. When I realized has nothing to do with anything. Nothing to do with it, huh? Kazusa still regretted the betrayal from 3 years ago. Tough memories. See, at first you have a really nice memory, like playing along with the guy next door, really sweet. But even those memories are tainted because of what they did and the guilt that no doubt will always be there for the rest of their lives. And so then even recalling happy memories like that, it just kind of delves down into something unhappy, which is very unfortunate. But when it came to our disagreement 8 years ago, she didn't show any sign of regret. She accepted all consequences that were reaching her now, both the pains and joys, with an easy smile. Hey, Kazusa? Which was exactly why Now what? I'm playing for you like you asked, so quit interrupting me. Why don't we start again from here? I never wanted to let go of that smile again. Huh? On top of the piano, there was a small box set right in front of Kazusa. And why don't we keep on with it forever? That gently sparkling silver light. What are you doing? Seriously? The object that Kazusa's left ring finger still lacked. Oh, I love this. I love this so much. That's so sweet. God, it gets me every time. Proposals in general are just so sweet. I mean, obviously they're already married, but it feels like a proposal. Oh, I'm sorry. The truth is, I've been going behind your back a little bit. I was in league with Yoko-san. Then, you mean, this is our ceremonial hall. Today is that day. They're gonna get married. I mean, they're already married, but they're gonna have a ceremony. It's so cute. I love it. Tomorrow? In music room number 2? Yes, that is where the reception for the Kitahara and Touma families will take place. On New Year's Eve, in a school? It must have been hard to get permission. Well, it's give and take with Hojo University, so with this and that, we made it work. But why? Well, because that room is a special place for her, for better or worse. No, that's not what I meant. Clearly, because it's obvious to both of them that it's a really special place. Why on New Year's Eve? Well, maybe it's my own way of getting revenge. Revenge? What do you... It's so I can recreate my strategy from that day. Just one more time. Maybe it's just about my pride. Yoko Touma is ever mysterious. She's been through a lot. I mean, she'd been married, 3 times? So she has a lot of experience in things like this. Not to say it's amazing experience, but in the end, Yoko-san never did explain to me what that pride was. You two are terrible. Nevertheless, in this ceremony, in this place, at this time, Yoko-san's love, tenacity, and desire for mischief were perfectly mixed together. Did you imagine I would be moved having this happen here? Did you think I would cry? What, you aren't going to cry? Why would I cry, stupid? I'm the one who said in the first place that I didn't care about having a ceremony. Is that what you said? I seemed to recall that what I heard when we were in bed had just a little more nuance than that. Trying to make a tearjerker out of some clever little surprise? What, are you going to take footage of me crying and laugh about it later? Oh, Kazusa, don't think so negatively. He wouldn't do that. No, that's not what I... Look, I'm not going to cry for you right now, and that's that. I'll listen to your vows and nod my head like I'm bored of it all and say, all right, and that's it. It's fine. I don't really care whether you cry. That said, was she really going to try to respond to my vows while remaining this riled up? That's a little not nice. I don't know. Like if I were Haruki, and God, thank God I'm not Haruki, but if I were him in this situation, I'd be a little upset that she's being so mean about it. This is a matter of self-satisfaction for me and Yoko-san. All I need is for you to go along with it, even grudgingly. At any rate, I had secured Kazusa's agreement. So I took my phone out of my pocket and pressed the send button. Who did you just text? It was a group message to my bride's relatives and friends. They had been waiting outside since a short while before, bearing clothing for the bride. Oh, it's such a cute surprise. It's like a surprise group project that everybody was super invested in, so that's so nice. Excuse me, is she still not... I'm sorry, Kitahara-san. Actually, she finished changing a while ago. Kudo-san's, should be Kudo-san's, not kudos. Kudo-san's voice, coming from music room number 1 next door, sounded slightly troubled. Since Kazusa had been dragged out to get changed, an hour had crept by. I mean, it's a wedding dress. Like, those take a long time to get into, and then you gotta do hair, makeup, this and that. Kazusa-san is making a fuss in the hallway. Of course she is. Will you please just get over yourself and do it? I know you want him to see you like this more than anything. Like hell I do. That's the last thing I want. I'm not doing it. Why are you being so vehemently bashful about this? How old are you exactly? You're embarrassing your mother. But Mom. I've had enough of this. Hurry up and go. Stop. I knew. I hate all of you. I knew that seeing Kazusa looking like this, I could probably be knocked out cold with one blow. I'm not good with... I knew that I would find myself at a loss for words. Oh, this is so cute. I love it. Like when the bride is finally revealed and the groom is just like, and sometimes starts crying. I love it. I live for those moments. Oh my God. When we started talking about having a ceremony, you must have predicted to some extent that this would happen. Really? That's the first sentence out of your mouth, seeing Kazusa in the wedding dress? Really? You want to be... I hate Haruki sometimes. I really, truly... God. But not like... But, well, how do I put this? I was the sort whose mouth would keep moving, even when I was completely awestruck. Or maybe, because my partner was even more shaken up than I was, I felt a sense of obligation to keep talking. You're beautiful, Kazusa. That should have been the first sentence out of your dumb mouth. Of course she's beautiful. Don't say that. Really, I wanted to yell, "Holy shit, you're gorgeous!" at the top of my lungs. I wanted to fling my arms around Kazusa, standing there all in white. But Kazusa still wasn't ready. But because even though we'd been living together for 3 years, even though we had entered the family register long ago, it seemed that somehow this ceremony with her playing the part of the bride had never crossed her mind as a possibility. I wanted to be your wife, but that didn't necessarily mean I wanted to be your bride. Come on, you can be my bride. But was there still some sense of guilt lingering in her? Up until now, apart from her on-stage outfits, Kazusa was never the sort to get dressed up. Well, her own fundamental laziness may have had something to do with that. That'll never change. That's just Kazusa. You really are beautiful. It looks ridiculously good on you. Haruki. Oh, are you sure you want to cry? You know Yoko-san will get a big thrill out of capturing that on video. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Looks like our little surprise was a big success. The two of us. If, we had done something like this back then, I'm sure there wouldn't have been that sort of regret. We definitely wouldn't deny the two of us standing here now. But that was exactly why we were affirming ourselves now. Which is good. I think this is a good step in getting over that guilt, is being here and really solidifying things, making it real. Even though it was already real, now you cannot deny that it's real. You're doing it in Japan, in a place where the three of you used to exist. You gotta move on now. In the place that we had enjoyed the most, in the place that had caused us the most pain, we were starting again. And so, belated as it was, today, we began our wedding ceremony. Hey, Kazusa, I swear I'll stay with you forever. I've told you the same thing 1,000,000 times already. I guess so. Well, I suppose 1,000,000 times isn't really all that many. Yeah. Oh, tell you 1,000,000 more. Now, just a minute. You said you would do that with me as your witness. The mom running in. Everything is ready, they said. Should we get going then? Yeah. The end. Oh, it's so nice. It's so beautiful. So that brings us to the end of Kazusa's mini after story. I love this ceremony. It's largely symbolic. I mean, it always has been. When you get married, you just sign a paper and then you're married. The ceremony is really just the ceremony in most cases, in most countries. So they already did the paperwork stuff. But they held back on doing this, and I do think Haruki was right when he said it was out of a sense of guilt that they held back and didn't do this officially. But now they've done it. And Kazusa cried. I mean, letting out her emotions, of course, about what happened, about the guilt, but also out of happiness. Because she's finally fully Haruki's. She's his bride and his wife. I love it. So, thank you so much for being here with me on the finale of Kazusa's mini after story from White Album 2. And I'll be back to you with more White Album 2 content in the future. So until then, I hope you take care. See you.